Alrighty. Daily Double Podcast.
Daily Double Podcast. Here we go.
This is a good one. We have Katie Davis McCarthy on. Katie, I really appreciate you coming on and give us some time. We're really excited to have you.
Very excited.
Yes. We're excited to hear about all you have going on. But before you get started, I wanted to let you know that, like you, from stalking your Instagram page before we did this, I really like inspirational quotes as well. And so if I'm on my phone at night, it's always like something inspirational like that. So I had a quote for you to start the show. I wanted you to react to it and tell me what you think.
Okay.
The quote is, and it's not as straightforward, but it like spoke to me a little bit, so I wanted to see what you think. The quote is, "Those who want to lead the orchestra must be willing to turn their back on the crowd."
Yes.
Do you like it? And what does it make you feel?
It makes me feel like, okay, you might believe in something and people around you might not believe in it as well. So sometimes you just gotta keep marching forward and keep doing what you believe in, and you're gonna succeed in your own way. And you might not need the people around you.
I love it. Yeah.
Love quotes. I love quotes. Yeah, me too. Like a lot of the Instagram, you could see, if you see my following, it's a lot of quotes, a lot of inspiration videos, because in life you have to learn to train your brain, and social media is very consuming, and we're gonna be on it. It's there.
Mhm.
So if we're gonna be on it, might as well train it in a good way, right?
Definitely.
So that's how I look at it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So my dad, he really wanted to talk to you about your dad, because, fun fact, I don't know if you know this, but my dad back maybe 20 years ago was a singer-songwriter, and I don't know if you know this, but your father has been name dropped in a song.
He's in one of my songs.
Yes, I love it.
Yes. So,
And it was one of my better songs too.
Yeah, well, you definitely have to play it and send it our way. That's
You better
for sure.
believe it, baby. You'll love it.
we definitely will. We're working right now because I think it's just on a CD. It goes back that far, so we're working on earning it and bringing it over. And then this kind of ties in nicely. What kind of music do you like to listen to personally?
Oh man, I am a variety of everything.
Okay.
And so country, I like rap, I used to like techno a lot. I don't know. I like old country too.
Okay.
Just new somewhat. I'm not really into like hard metal.
Yeah,
I like rock.
I like
rock. I'm you name it, I probably like it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I have a friend from my hometown who is a very talented musician. He's touring around right now. He's kicking ass. And he is working on our intro song for the podcast. And we have a full circle moment, because he was like, "All right, Josh, like I almost have it done. It's going to be maybe 30, 45 seconds. He's like, "But I need a name drop for the song." So my dad dropped Robbie Davis. I was like, fuck it, we're going Katie Davis. Yeah, so it's sick. So once it's out, we'll show you, but it's going to be a banger. His name, and I'll send it to you after too, is Henrik, Henrik, and he does indie folk vibe songs. He's unbelievable. Yeah. I'll send you his stuff. So Dad, I want you have the floor. Take it away.
I want to ask you, I've spent the last week or two reviewing and looking at some old videos of your dad speaking. Very moving stuff. Because I'm 73 and I've been playing the horses since I'm 4 years old.
Yeah.
So when I used to get the newspaper, I always looked at the race results. And there was a whole bunch of years, your dad's name, I'd see him win 3, 4, 5 sometimes races a day.
Yeah.
He's a superstar. So I watched a couple videos back in the past week of him talking about his past life. And I was kind of amazed when he talked about his life in Idaho and his mom and how he got to New York and the things that happened. And it was just amazing. As he told it, I just felt the youthfulness and an amazing kind of feel. And I wanted to know from you, what it was like for you growing up with the energy of this man and the superstar.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, my dad's past life, he never brought it to the surface. So as we got older, we understood what he went through. And to be honest, I was very surprised, just because some people don't know how to break the chain. And he broke the chain. He goes, I'm not going to raise my kids a certain way. This is how I want my kids to be. And he made us very tight as a family. We had an argument today on my brother Robbie Jr.'s birthday, and we're all fighting through the text messages. And then, like, at the end of the day, we're all like, okay, but we're all family. And one day, we're all going to be like, oh, that was stupid. Why are we fighting over nonsense? But with my dad, he has so much energy, which I have drawn from it, where, growing up, I didn't know how to handle all my energy. So I kind of didn't know who I was as a person, because it could be too much to people. And then sometimes it's like, people look at you and they're like, oh, that's too much energy. I can't handle that.
That's
person.
the way Josh and I are. Josh and I are like that too. Like you.
Yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, you got to be true to yourself. And at the end of the day, you lay your head down on the pillow as well, like by yourself. So my dad made us all adrenaline junkies.
Yeah.
Yes. We were all riding four-wheelers and dirt bikes at the age of 2, 3, 4, and he just threw us on the inner tube. He's doing about, I don't know, I would say 40, 50 miles an hour, and he whips us completely sideways, and the boat's here and the inner tube's here, and he's just looking at us like, we were pros at the end of our childhood on inner tubes. And like, when I tell you, he would just try to get us off, we'd lose our bottoms just because we were going so fast, and we skid across the ground. Like, my mom's like, you can't do that, and he's laughing thinking it's funny. So like,
gosh.
Yeah, we had the best childhood. My dad never brought racing home. So that was a good thing, because we learned to have a childhood. My dad, he came home, he goes, come on, let's play pop fly. Grab the ball, hit the ball, and we'd all catch it with our mitts. Or, and sit down at the dinner table, and then we all have ice cream here and there. He'd have his little ice cream. And,
that's beautiful.
There would be days where, back in the day, as you know, racing was 6 days a week.
Yeah.
There was one day off, and it was a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we went to Catholic school, and like, to be honest, when do we ever see our father? Like, because he'd go to work early in the morning. He'd come home around 12 or 11. Then he'd go back to work, and we would only see him at night for dinner.
Right.
So on Tuesdays, we used to skip school.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we would skip school.
Oh, that's
and we'd all
beautiful.
And because at the end of the day, it's family.
Was that his idea to skip school?
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, nobody's going to school. We're going to the beach. Oh my gosh. Like, and we're in Hollandale. He's like, come on, we're all going to the beach. All 6 of us, we all go to the beach, and we hang out with Dad. Like once a week, like every first Tuesday of the month. It wasn't every week, but or he'd be like, come on, let's go to the water park, like just randomly. And we're like, yeah. So we've all learned to, with his vibe too as well, is just go with the flow. Life is too short.
Wow.
Like, okay, you have plans to do this. You're gonna have a curveball, and something's gonna happen, and you kind of have to learn to say, okay, that happened, cool. Well, let's go this way, or let's do that. And so he really taught us life, to just enjoy it. Don't take anything personal. Keep moving forward. In a second, you might get an opportunity to do something totally different in your career. You meet somebody, you have no idea who they are. They could change your life like that. Like, so it's
wow. That's so
beautiful.
That's really cool.
It's been blessing and beautiful. And people we meet along the way, like spouses throughout our lives and stuff, and they're like, we don't get you guys. You guys are so weird.
That's awesome.
And they're like, you need to you got to plan things. And it's like, yeah, we have things planned, but like, you're like, oh, well, that don't work out. Okay, let's go do this, and but
man,
yeah, it's very
that
cool,
sounds
very
incredible.
special. I tell my dad all the time, I'm like, you should really write a book.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
You should really just tell your stories and blur it out to somebody and have somebody write it for you.
but you know what?
I'm dying to look
I
for
like the way
somebody.
he delivers.
Yeah.
When I heard him talking, it was like an art form. He's different. He handles things in a different way.
He does.
And tell me the truth. Was his story about meeting your mom true?
Oh yeah.
That they actually met like that, and they actually both had uncles who died at the age of 34, and that they both had 3 daughters, and that they felt like they were destined for each other? Was there a lot of that was true?
Yeah.
And what kind of person is your mom?
So my mom, she's a very strong woman, very headstrong. And if she believes in something, she is running with you and grabbing your hand and saying, "We're going," and that's what my father needed as well, was a strong woman to keep everybody together. She had a hard job as a mom with 6 kids at home, making sure everybody's well taken care of, everybody's doing their sports, my father's eating properly, and we're moving.
Wow.
My dad had 18 houses at one point, or 16 houses at one point, so she was organizing the houses and stuff, and it's not an easy job being a mother, you know, um, and trying to keep everybody organized and keeping my father on a healthy diet and healthy mindset as well. But, I feel like him going through what he's been through in his life really, and him stepping back and saying, well, I could go down this road again, or I can change completely and have a great family, have a great wife, have a great, you know, and my mother, them two are 2 peas in a pie, or whatever they say. I say that phrase wrong, but anyways,
That's
you know,
that's great.
That is
and
beautiful.
I still see people all the time at the track. I remember when your father met your mom way before you were even thought of, and I started laughing when they were roller skating, queen and king. It was cute.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Isn't that great?
That's really cool.
Oh.
So we have a variety of directions. It's kind of more like a la carte, just fun, different directions to go, not necessarily like a true format here. So my question for you is where does the thrill-seeking adventurer, where does that end? Do you also like to skydive and go on roller coasters and things like that, or is it getting on the back of the horse is where you call it?
I always wanted to go skydiving. That is on my bucket list.
That's great.
I know my sister Jackie has done it.
Really?
And she didn't. Yeah, she kind of wasn't signed up for it. She was the driver to bring everybody, and they were like, "Come on, just come do it with us." She didn't have any shoes, and she did it. And that's kind of us.
Yeah, that's you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just us. So it's funny. My husband, he bought me a 4-wheeler which I rode 4-wheelers and dirt bikes growing up my whole life, and he bought me a 4-wheeler for my birthday. The first year we were together, and or the second year we were together, and it was a CR 82, or it was like a 250, or it was like a 450, fast, fast dirt bike.
Yeah, that's
and
legit.
yeah, so doing donuts and ripping down the streets with it in Maryland when it snowed, and we tied an inner tube to him back, and get on the back. He's like, "I'm getting on the back with you."
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So
So
one of my favorite sports to watch outside of horse racing is the UFC. I'm into that.
Oh, okay.
And I always found it interesting to watch the change in the fighters between them not having kids to having kids. And their job has some inherent danger, kind of like yours.
Yeah.
So after your daughter was born, did you feel like when you got back to riding, there was any part of you that was a little bit different, or you approached the races differently at all, mentally, because you got someone at home like that?
Good question, John.
That's a great question. Yes and no. I've always have a daredevil side of me. So if I have any horse, I'm going in the smallest spot and move over. Like that's just that it just doesn't cross my mind when I'm out there
It's instinct.
because it's instinct. That's my job, and I love it because if I had any like second thoughts of that side of crossing my mind, I wouldn't ride because listen, like you don't want to be out there and you're like, oh well, if this could happen to me, and well, what if this happens to me? And it's like there's no reason to be out there because you're just gonna get somebody else hurt or in any ways. But it has changed in some sense of being more patient on horses, um, which is a great thing because if you know what's underneath you and you're more patient when you hit the turn and I love a pocket trip. If you just sit there and you look over and you're like, I got horse.
That's awesome.
I'm like, before I had Riley, I'm like, oh, I got horse. Like, let me scoot out and just move. Like, I'm gonna get there. Like, no, it's more like, man, I got horse. This is cool. Like, I got nothing. Kind of like I got nothing to worry about a little bit. Like, let me just wait a little longer.
Yeah.
Because if I can wait,
I feel it.
then yeah, if I can wait, and it's in my horses too that I have. I can't make 3 or 4 moves. My horses won't get there. It's just
interesting.
So, like my dad always says, Kitty, you're not on a Ferrari. You're in a Honda. You're in a Honda, Kitty.
You've been on some tough horses at Saratoga.
I have. But, I try to give them the best trip possible. I try to understand my horses. I've been on horses where, they're fine if the dirt don't hit them in the face. But once they hit them in the face, they suck back 12 lengths. And I'm like, what am I doing? And then that's when I just take them wide out of the dirt and they make a move. And I got the horse a 98 buyer. Like he ran his best race since 2 years ago. So like, it's just coming back after being a mom. I just understand them more. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
because like,
of course,
because like with a child, a newborn, they don't talk. You go by their energy. You go by their body language, and it's the same thing like a horse.
That's very revealing.
You go by their energy. Okay, my daughter's crying. She just woke up. Is she hungry or is she having a bellyache? Did she just eat? Is her belly killing her? And I was just like this on par with Riley. Like I figured her out to a T every time. And my mother-in-law was like, wow, you're so good. Like you're so good. Like how are you? Like this is awesome. And I'm like, it's just reading. And it's humans too. When you read people.
Wow.
Have you ever walked in a room and you're like, or you met somebody and you're like, ooh, I don't like his vibes.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
Or, and you're just like, oh, okay. Like, and you walk away, you have a good conversation, but you're like, there's something off with that guy.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
It's the same.
Sometimes. We usually can turn it. We usually can turn it.
Get it. But,
I get what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to relate on a normal person.
Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. So, no, I can't say I'm nervous or scared out there in any way. I mean, I think I'm just way more patient and more in tune with my horses because I've been on horses where I've had trainers like I don't know if you remember that horse named Daddy Knows.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Played him 10 times.
Oh,
is he tough?
He was one of the most difficult horses I've ever ridden.
Why?
To be honest.
What was the characteristic that he had that made him difficult?
So, the first race I rode, the first race I was named on him, Ray Handle had him, and he was like, listen, the horse likes to get out, but you're on the outside. Just grab a nice hold of him and keep him in. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I could do that. No problem. And so we break. We're on the outside. I scoot him on out, and I just, going a mile, stayed out on the outside. Then I tucked him in. He was laying out a little bit. And we went around there. We hit the stretch. We kicked on, and then he started drifting really bad in the stretch. Meanwhile, he's a 7, 8-year-old. He knows what he's doing.
Right.
He's not stupid in any way. Yeah. So then the second time I rode him, we were in the 2-hole.
Oh, jeez.
Right? Yeah. And I'm like, oh, cool. Okay. I know how to ride him. I just rode on him and I broke him out of the gate. So I'm in the pocket. And now he's like laying out with me. And I'm like, and sometimes with horses, when they lay out, sometimes if you're more aggressive, they lock on and they drift harder. And they're like, ah! And now you're fighting them. So I've learned where horses, when they lock on the bridle, if you're just, I call it the piano fingers, lightly, or typing, kind of just lightly grab them and you just sit there and don't move. Kind of just,
so cool. Yeah.
And so I hit the turn, it tightened up really quick, and he picked his head up and he darted to the right.
Whoa.
And I'm climbing heels and he bolted with me.
He bolted.
In between. Yeah, he bolted. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And I took my stick and, because he's bolting, like, it's a dangerous situation. I could have killed, guy behind me. So I karate chopped him, oh, what are you doing? And then we turned for home and he kicked on. We finished 4th, right? And after that race, I figured him out like this. I said, this horse doesn't like to be inside. He does not like to
be crowded.
He does not. Yeah, he does. It's like people are claustrophobic.
Yeah,
they don't want to be in a closet in the dark. So every time I rode him, I either had to send him to the lead if I was in the 1, 2, 3 hole, or on the outside, I just break and beat. So I've won like 4 or 5 races on him already.
Oh, yeah.
And so then they start dropping him in class, and I've had trainers or owners, hey, we want to claim this horse, but like, will you ride him? And I'm like,
oh God.
Yeah, sure.
I guess.
So then this one guy claimed him and was like, hey, Katie, he goes, I'm gonna school him. I go, he's 8, 9. You're not schooling this horse. He is what he is. Yeah. And he goes, all right, you can ride him. And I'm like, oh, okay, I wouldn't mind not riding him, kind of deal.
Sure.
So they put another jockey on him, right? And I felt terrible. I was like, listen, just be very careful. You're in like the middle of the pack. If you don't catch the lead, he'll bolt with you.
You actually told him that? You actually told him?
Yes. Yeah, I'm not that rider but you know what he said? He's like, he's not that bad. I breezed him in the morning.
Oh, he had nobody on him in the morning.
Watching the TV, and I'm like,
oh boy.
Please God, listen to me. Like, I'm not here to be a bitch in any way. And
right.
He breaks this sucker's, and he's like, there's like 3 horses around him, 2 on the outside. This one guy's like pressing, and he's like standing straight up. And he comes back. He goes, I'll never ride that horse again.
I thought he had it figured out.
Yeah. And I'm like, listen, I'm not here to like be like, oh, I know everything. No, I'm here to protect you.
I'm going to try and help you.
Yeah. So I got back on him. I ended up winning the next race on him.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. And then they started cleaning him here and there, and I said, listen, I really don't want to ride him anymore. Honestly, he needs a second home. He's ready.
That's incredible.
And my dad always said, he goes, when he gets claimed, you get claimed with him.
Yeah. You guys are a team. All right, so I have a fun question for you, and then a quick game that I'd like to play, the 3 of us. Okay?
Cool.
The question is, and I really don't know how you're going to respond to the question, but I'm genuinely curious. The question is, would you rather right now get a direct deposit in your bank account for $100,000, no tax, bang, it just hits your account? Or would you prefer a mount in the Kentucky Derby every year until you retire?
Yeah, every year until I retire.
You would take it. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I
would take the Kentucky Derby mount.
You take the Kentucky Derby mounts. Okay, so let me ask you this. I thought you would say that. So where's the break point? So like, how much money would somebody have to give you, or is there not a dollar amount
for like money?
Gee, man, we don't know. I mean,
you're asking the wrong person that question.
Okay.
You don't. I don't want to say I do it for the money. I love the game.
Yeah, so cool. So cool.
You know,
Shows.
you get people that are doing it just to do it because that's all they know and they're good at it and they're making money. But like you see, you ride with everybody day in, day out, the New York circuit, and you could tell when people get sour. And like couple jockeys I talked to this winter, I said, listen, you forget why you do this. I'm telling you now. Like, you know, stop and think about it. And
Hey,
I
Katie,
turn around.
let
Yeah.
me ask you a question about Trevor, because we've been
Sure.
Trevor McCarthy fans.
Long time.
I've played him at Delaware. I've played him. We played him in a lot of places. First of all, just a question. Does he still get on horses? Does he miss horses? Does he still get on and ride? And you think there's any chance that he'll ever return to the game? Because he's a fine, patient rider.
He is. He's a great rider. He's very much like, he's one of the hardest rider I've ever seen. When I first came to Maryland, dude, I don't mean to call you dude, but half mile pole comes up and here he is.
Yeah, the elbows out.
Yeah, he's built like one of them waving signs.
Yeah. And so, like, even just the 5/8 pole, we're coming up to the half mile pole and he's already down riding as hard as he can. And I'm like, dude, like, man, you're gonna ride that horse from the half mile pole home that hard? I could never do that. He was just that grinder, and he was really good at it.
That's hard to do, right?
That is it's really hard to do. Really, you have to have so much endurance and like air wind underneath you, because it's not easy to be in squat position as tall he is and just be grinding. It's like you sitting on the wall and doing a wall sit for probably about 5 minutes. I know the race isn't as long, but then again, what I could say is if you did a wall sit and you had 5-pound weights and you're going like this, doing the wall sit, like that's hard. That is hard.
That's wild.
So Trevor, my dad has a couple horses at the farm, so we'll jump on them bareback.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
So he just took Riley. Yeah, he took Riley bareback the other day for the first time. She wanted to get on. Yeah, and she's smiling. We're just walking, and
that's good to hear. Make sure you tell him how much we care about him.
Yes,
definitely.
I will.
Definitely. And his dad, like growing up, I remember.
Yeah, Mike McCarthy.
I remember being at the racetrack as a little kid, and growing up, whenever we went to the racetrack, my dad would give me a $2 bet every race. So whenever there was races, when he would go, well, who do you want? I would just look at the racing form, find Mike McCarthy, and go, Dad, I think I want the 7.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he destroyed it over there.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, he
definitely.
did. Trevor did very well, too. Go ahead.
Katie, I noticed in the year 2017, you had 71 winners as I was looking at your charts. Where were you riding? Were you at Delaware and Maryland that year?
So, no, I was in Maryland. Yeah. So this is so crazy. So I rode Delaware the last part of my bug. So they closed in like October, November, that area.
Right.
And I lost the bug after Delaware. And that's when my agent said, oh, you'll never make it. Just quit riding when I lost the bug. Yeah. Like you should just gallop and ride here and there. And so I was like, what am I doing? Like, where should I go? Like, I lost the bug. It's not like I'm in a circuit where I'm riding for people. So I ended up going to Maryland that year. But I lived in Philadelphia that year, too.
Oh, you traveled every day?
Really?
Every day.
That traffic? No wonder you told me you hated the traffic in the Northeast.
But on top of that, I rode day and night. So I would ride Maryland, and I was like, I'm not going to get a place in Maryland because I don't know if I'm going to make it. I have to find somebody to rent my place in Philly so I don't have to keep paying that rent, and then buy a rent in Maryland. And how do I know if I'm going to make it? Because it's like 6 months rent you have to do to a year. And I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm just going to drive back and forth. And so I'd ride Maryland, and there were some nights I'd rode Charlestown. And then by the time I got done with Charlestown, it's like 10, 11 o'clock at night. I have to go back to Maryland. I'm like, I'm not going to even buy a hotel too, because there's my money for Jock's mount, not even. And I was like, my dad's like, Kate, just go get a pillow, go get a comforter, get in the back of your car and go sleep by the racetrack by security guard.
He's
only could say that.
And he goes, just make sure you're by the security office. So, you know.
Yeah, so you're safe.
Yeah, and that's what I did that year. And I put maybe like almost 60,000 miles on my car that year.
Gee, believe it.
Yeah, brand new car. And, you know, so that's kind of why, like, I stay in New York, because I have a life, I have a family.
Yeah.
And I'm making just as much, but I'm not winning as much. But in reality,
and you won 29 races this year so far.
Yeah, it's great. I'm working on my best year this year.
Yeah.
And you know, Saratoga's been tough, but you know, right now here in Saratoga, we're just building connections for the fall and the winter. The guys that are staying, and you know, just getting that relationship with the trainer. So when you do talk to the assistant in Long Island, you kind of have that connection. They like you know. So
yeah,
that's where I'm at this summer. But it's been fun. You know, I don't go into Saratoga thinking, you know, I was like, I'm gonna win 10, 15 races, and you really don't know what's gonna happen. So
of course.
Yeah.
So let me ask one more question about this.
Sure.
I wanted to get your impression of this. I understand Aqueduct's going to be closing.
Yeah.
And the Belmont, I saw what they're building. It's going to be unbelievable.
Yes.
Are you excited to be riding at Belmont in the future? It looks like it's going to be world famous.
You know, you can build a brand new facility, but it all comes down to advertising and bringing the people in. And are we going to do $5 beers or $2 beers and hot dogs? Like, we got to bring the people in and keep the industry alive. So, you know, I love it. Sometimes, you know, you need that new generation. So you have to build new, so people, it's inviting. Like, you look at, you know, you got the old history behind it. And I'm going to miss it. I used to run around that place as a little kid too, you know, and it was just, times has changed, and you know, you're not going to get that many people in that massive building nowadays. Maybe in the future, but we need to start over and rebuild and keep branding. You know, that's huge. But I love Belmont. That track is my favorite track.
So dramatic.
It is.
Mile and a half.
I love it. Especially like, you know, when you're galloping and you're breaking babies and like getting babies, you let them cruise down the backside, and then by the time they get to the front side, they're like, this is exhausting. You know, it's
so scenic.
It's a beautiful. That's probably my favorite track to ride at. Just track.
That's
the
cool.
Actual track.
Just track.
But I can be weird though, because I like a bull ring too. So.
Really?
Like Charlestown?
I love Charlestown.
Those quick turns?
Shit, and get
wild quick.
That's the adrenaline rush. Okay, 4.5, guys. Let's go. I'm looking over.
Do you lean a little bit in when you're going around a turn like that?
Yeah, you do. You have to. And especially bigger horses. It's weird. Some horses, like big horses, they like it. It's weird. They like hitting the turn and kind of coasting around there, because it's a bank too, you know. Timonium last summer, I was telling my agent, I'm like, come on, let's go ride Timonium. I love a fair meet. Like, it's just fun. You know, you got the people, everybody's just chilling and just having a good time. That's
good vibe,
it's just good vibes, you know. Yeah.
Definitely. All right, I want to try this game.
I'm nervous.
We're only gonna do one round of it. And the only way we win the game, the three of us are on a team, is if we're all working together well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close my eyes. Katie, what I'd like for you to do, if you could, show my dad a number between 1 and 10 on the screen. Yep, and don't tell me. So go ahead. Don't tell me what it is. You got it?
Yeah. No, wait.
Your fingers. Move your fingers over. I got it. Katie, I got it. I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
That's hilarious.
I didn't see part of her fingers.
That's fair. Okay. That's fair. Okay, so here's the game. The game is called Wavelength. And what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you a question, and you're going to answer the question, and you're going to try and point me in the direction of your number. So, for instance, if I said, Katie just said that she loves Belmont. If I said, name a track that, you love to ride at. If the answer that you guys were trying to lead me to was an 8, a 9, or a 10, you'd say Belmont. If it was a track you didn't like, you'd give me something fill in the blank. We'll leave that alone for right now.
Okay.
So, are you with me?
Not really.
Okay, so I'm going to say, like, for instance, if I'm like, give me something that you like for breakfast, and you and my dad pick the number 10, let's say, you're going to give me the best breakfast food you can imagine. Whereas if you want to get me down to the number 1, you're going to say a piece of toast. Mm-hmm. So you're going to try and find me in the middle. I have 2 questions for each of you. Katie, I'm going to go for you first. Question number 1. Can you give me a stakes race run in New York, a NYRA stakes race? So if it was a 10, for instance, the Belmont Stakes or something like that, but now the floor is yours. Give me any stakes race to try and bring me to your number.
That represents your number.
Oh, man. Oh, man, that's a hard one. Because I want to say the 4 go.
Yeah, go first.
All right, go ahead. Dad, you can take it. You can take it.
You go first. Give her a little feed. I'll go the 4-star Dave.
Okay, the 4-star Dave. All right. Okay, so the 4-star Dave I really like. I love the turf, so I'm not sure if you're trying to speak to me. We're not guessing yet. I guess at the end.
All right.
So right now I'm between like a 6 and a 9. That's my range right now where I think you guys are going to be with that answer. I love the 4-star Dave, but is it a grade 1?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a grade 1. Yeah, okay. So that's
yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Second one I have another one. You ready?
What do you got?
Actually, I'll give it to you, Katie, because my dad took this one. Give me a racetrack that you like to ride at in the U.S.
I'll say Maryland.
Okay. So are you saying Laurel?
Yeah.
Where are you taking me in Maryland? Okay. Laurel, I like. So I was at like a 6 to a 9. I like Laurel, but I feel like you would have went higher if you wanted to pull me up to the 9. So now I'm closer to like 6 to 8. I've taken it down just a little bit. All right, Katie, I'm going to go back to back. Could you give me a jockey that you'd feel comfortable beside you in a street fight? So if you want the little
woman or man?
Anyone.
I would say Carol Cedeno.
Okay, that's.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
With that long curly black hair.
She's a beast. Okay, so right now with that, I've bumped up further because I think Carol would beat some people up.
You know what's funny is everybody in the room said, I would love to see Katie and Carol get into a fist fight. And I'm like,
oh, cheese and crackers.
Yeah.
No, you got those big pipes, you kick her head.
She goes, I wouldn't want to fight you. And I looked at her, I said, I wouldn't want to fight you either.
She's wiry. She's wiry.
She looks tough. Okay, so now
what do you got?
I have one more question for you, Dad. Right now I'm back to like 7 or an 8. I think it's a 7 or an 8. I truly do. Dad, the last question for you. You can bring this home with this answer.
What do you got, bud?
Could you give me something we get to eat while we're at the racetrack at Saratoga?
In the past?
Anything past this year?
Because the food right now is a little
no, you could go past.
Can I go past? I'm going to go the chili cook-off.
Wait, I want to say one too.
So some of the chili? Okay, Katie, you got one?
Yeah. Well, did you say eat or drink? Does it matter?
You can go either. It could be a snack.
Well, they don't do it anymore. The lemonade.
Oh
my God!
Last week.
Yeah.
What is going on?
I love the lemon.
Like last year, I'm like, ooh, I want a lemonade, like this sweet,
exactly.
Fresh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're like, they don't make it anymore. I go, are you kidding me? That was, yeah.
And now you got to use your credit card to buy everything too.
I know.
Give me a break.
And now they only do muddlers. What the hell is a muddler?
What is
that? Those aren't bad.
Muddler's just like it's fruit and lemonade.
Yeah, not bad, but they're not the same. It's not the same.
Okay. I think that what you guys both just did was.
You
surged just at the wire to pull me to the number 8. My final answer is 8. Let's go. Is that it? Let's go. Okay, let's freaking go, baby. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, that was actually pretty sweet.
It was good. We worked it.
Yeah.
You worked it.
Yeah.
You did. You pulled me in.
The lemonade.
Yes.
Lemonade was a zinger. All right, I have something for you, Katie. If you could blind rank these female jockeys 1 through 5 without knowing who comes next.
Oh, you're so mean. Go ahead.
Are you ready? The only
mean to me.
The only hint I'll give you. Yes, the only hint I'll give you is you are not on the list, so I'm not setting you up to place yourself somewhere. Okay.
She's the best.
So 1 through 5.
1 is the best, right? And then
1 is the best. Yep. Your first jockey is Rosie Napravnik.
I'd give her 2.
Okay, putting Rosie in the 2 hole. Carol Cedeno.
Oh, I love Carol. I give her a 3. She took me under my wing. I'll give her a 3.
That's right.
Okay.
That's good.
That's good. Rosemary Homeister Jr.
4. Sorry.
That could be slightly controversial, but I kind of love it. Okay. How about, and I have a story about this next one. The one and only Jacqueline Davis.
Oh, no.
No, you can't put her sister in.
I didn't say.
That's so mean.
You're going to put her top? Is she top tier?
Well, it depends on who's next.
Yeah, I can't tell you. You might have. What are you feeling?
You have to have Julie next.
Yeah. Well, where does she belong, Katie? You want to throw her at 5?
Number 1, and I love Jackie. Jackie can be number 2. Sorry, Carol. I mean, no, she'll be number 3. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
I love Jackie.
That's fair.
I can't be mean to Jackie.
So my story with Jackie is I really wanted to come on here. So I messaged Jackie like maybe 4 or 5 days ago. I didn't think she would respond, but I was like, you know what? I wanted to reach out and ask her like, hey, could you ask me something really fun to ask Katie to like give me that moment of like, how the hell did you know that? But she didn't respond, so I'm upset with Jackie. So,
you would like to do an interview with Jackie. She's great.
She's good. She's good vibes too. Mm-hmm. Let's go. So those were the games that I had here.
I love it. This is awesome.
We love you. Guys. We love you.
Yeah, we love you too.
You know.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be at Saratoga all next week, and I might be there from next week to the end of the meet.
Well, she won't be there.
Yeah, I'm going to Ascot.
Give my dad the scoop. Wait, he doesn't know.
What?
Oh, so.
What are you kidding?
What is it? It's just one day of riding, though, right?
So it's Saturday. This Saturday. It's the Dubai Sherborne Cup. And,
yeah, I think so.
And so there are 4 teams. There's 3 people on a team. Actually, I have it right here. Yeah, so it's gonna be a great time. Yeah, and so they asked me to come and be part of it. They were like, Netflix blew up over here. You're gonna love it.
Oh man,
that's
we
awesome.
Want you, and I'm like, do you want me because of Netflix? No, I'm kidding. I know, I'm the worst.
You crack me up.
I'm just kidding. No, but they were like, we would like you to come out. And I said, listen, I'm kind of butting heads with my agent because it's Saratoga, and he doesn't think we should leave Saratoga because everybody's watching Saratoga, and you don't know if I'll win that week or what. So, but sure. I told my agent, I said, listen, it's not like we're winning, and this is worldwide. You never know where this will take us or take, and he's like, yeah, you're right. And he's like, you know what, go. And I'm like, well, I pay you, so remember that.
Wow. That's great. Wow. But when will you be back?
So I told them, I said, I'm fine with my agent a little bit, but I won't be back for Sunday racing. So they're like, oh, well, stay till Monday, leave Monday, and enjoy your day Sunday and Monday here, And I said, oh, I love that. So they were kind of giving us an extra day to hang out and go see the castle. And so I'll be back Monday. So I leave Wednesday and I come back Monday with my husband, Trevor. He's coming. Yeah.
Oh,
Great.
sick.
Baby's coming too, or she's
So
staying?
my mother-in-law and father-in-law are here. They've been here for the summer, last 2 months, and they're leaving on the 18th, so they're going to watch her. My parents are here too, but, you know.
Great, they're going to take care of Riley. That's
we'll
awesome.
stay at the house. They got a camper at the Saratoga campgrounds. And
how many races will you
5.
be in?
Yeah.
5 races. Will it be televised?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's on what day so I know to watch?
Saturday, right?
The 9th. Yeah.
Saturday the 9th.
Right on. Are you writing for multiple different farms?
It's kind of like it's a random draw, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
it's a random draw.
But we got teams, so this is like the first time you can really fix races, I would assume, no?
Seriously, right? Yeah, you're working together.
Working together, they're teams, so it's all about points and who wins, and it's really cool though. They go the opposite way.
Oh,
yeah.
Is that hard to do?
I don't know. I've never done it. So,
just rip the Band-Aid off.
Not on Daddy knows.
They're all grass races. So,
right. Cool.
And it's really cool though because like they have a flat mile race, so it's a straightaway.
Straightaway.
So it goes downhill and then it curves up. My ballot was saying.
Whoa.
So he's
cool.
like, the longer you wait, the better, Katie. And I just started laughing. I go, I can wait. I got patience. But at the same time, what do I have to lose? Like, if
definitely, it's a great experience,
and exposure, and so the Dubai sponsoring it. So I rode in Saudi. Not last winter, the winter before, and it was just.
Was that exciting?
Yeah, I took my dad with me because Trevor was riding, and my dad, and it was
cool.
so ironic because he got offered to ride Saudi as well, and the king invited him to ride his horse, and when I got invited, it's a random draw, and I rode for the same king he rode for, and so while I was in the paddock, he's like, oh my God, how's your dad doing? I go, oh, he's right there. What? He came with you? And so you start hanging out with my dad, and it was just.
Oh my goodness.
But you know what? Like, my dad's like, Katie, just be you. And so it was funny because the king of Saudi, Dubai, he came, and we all took pictures with all the jockeys and him. And so we were missing one jockey, and here comes the jockey, comes running out, and he's pulling his pants up. And the king goes, hey, local boy, nice to see you made it. And I'm standing next to the king, and I go, yeah. My dad's like, Katie. And then he looks down at me, and he starts laughing and smiling. And I'm like, yeah, hi.
Oh, my God.
Katie. Nothing new.
Way to celebrate.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Man.
So, listen, in life, I've always come to conclusion, either they like you or they don't. And,
And it don't always matter.
Listen,
and it don't always
at
matter.
the end of the day, at the end of the day, yeah, hold on. Sorry.
No problem.
It's
okay. Great.
Yeah, I know. Great energy.
Yeah, so, I mean, at the end of the day, people are going to like you or not like you. And at the end of the day, you're going home to yourself and your family, and it's like,
That's right.
with
Hey, well, we like you a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
You're great. We love when you come into the paddock and smile and you say hello to people.
Yeah, great energy.
You raise our energy.
I love
you
it.
just do.
Good.
We're thankful.
We definitely are. We will be up there at Saratoga. Okay. We have a Daily Double Podcast T-shirt for you. So we will be up there on the weekend of the 16th, 17th, 18th, something like that.
Oh, I'm doing a guest bartending the 17th at Quarters, if you guys want to come.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Yeah. Is that the Saturday night?
That's the Sunday. Yeah.
That's the Sunday? Okay, okay, cool. Okay, that's awesome.
You want to join?
So we obviously really appreciate you coming on. We won't take up any more of your time.
Thank you.
But
go ahead.
I have one more quote for you, because after your last epilogue about you just doing you, we think that you are a winner. And this quote I actually had before the podcast, is that winners define themselves by what they made happen. Losers define themselves by what happened to them.
Yes.
Isn't that a sweet one? I really like that one. And I think that's why you are a winner, because you are tunnel vision focused. You're hype. You said, give me the Kentucky Derby mount, keep the money. I'm doing my thing.
You know what?
So I think
you know what's funny too is
go ahead.
my agent the other day, he goes, Katie, listen, when you get beat a nose on the wire, or you get beat for like second or first, like, don't come back smiling. Like, act like you're
He said that.
He goes, act like you're
What's wrong with him?
Oh, that's what I said to him. He goes, act like you're mad or something. Like, you can't just be. And I turned around and I said, well, do you know what I said after the wire? Because I was, what?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, it's myself. And then I, like my dad, you learn to just turn the page, move on. What's next?
Yeah.
Whatever. Cool. I got beat. Can't change it.
And on to the next. You got another race.
Yeah.
That's what's kind of nice.
So, thank you. I had a.
You're bigger than life. You're bigger than life, and that's why we love you.
Well, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time, and we'd love to do it again after the Saratoga meet and recap.
Yeah, I'd love to.
If you talk to your sister, please let her know. We want her on the podcast too, and maybe we can make amends for the lack of communication.
Thought I was bad. She's 10 times worse than me.
Must be. All right, Katie. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you. Good luck at Ascot.
Kick some ass.
Good luck at Ascot. We're rooting for you, baby.
Later.
Take care, babe.